This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. And this is very disappointing news. It looks like I can only assume that the Houston Police Department is kind of dropping the ball on this whole investigation. We haven't seen any real suspects. It's been about a month. It has been a month at this point. 1 month later, nothing. The police have made it very clear that Little Cam that was arrested is not arrested and not a suspect in the TAKEOFF killing. What does that mean? You know, we saw a lot of footage where it looks like, I mean, the guy's been a criminal since he was a toddler. You know, ever since he came out the womb, he became a robber. Okay, he has an extensive rap sheet of, 10 to 12 arrests. He's only 22 years old. That doesn't mean that he's the one that did this, but he really didn't even like the Migos. There was a lot of hate prior, like years prior to even being around them. What happened that night is all we can, assume. Like, people were thinking that this might be a step in getting justice for Takeoff. People are so numb to people passing away there's a lot of rappers in the game now. I got to say that first, so there's a lot more rappers than there were back in the day. And there's a lot more violence. There's a lot more aggression because of social media, and there's nothing going to change that. It is what it is. There's just more reaction time. It's quick. It's like you could say something and get a reaction immediately. It's not like back in the day where you had to wait for magazines or DVDs to drop. It's instant. It escalates quickly. This has nothing to do with that. This is a dice game. This is how fast things escalate in real time. An argument amongst friends, supposed friends. I'll have to put quotes on that because, supposedly it was between J. Prince Jr. and Quavo, this argument, and somebody felt that the situation was so tense that they had to pull a weapon out, which it couldn't have been because J. Prince Jr. considered Quavo and Takeoff as friends, right? Jazz Prince and him had him there as friends at their event at the bowling alley, right? So it was somebody else that took things, somebody else that they had around them. Now, is J. Prince Jr. and Jazz Prince, are they responsible? No, not directly. Indirectly, meaning, they had company around Takeoff and Quavo that Takeoff and Quavo probably assumed were vetted. They're part of mob ties, they're solid. They weren't solid. Somebody pulled out a weapon and harmed Takeoff. In return of a crossfire, 2 other innocent people got hurt. I would love for J. Prince Jr., J. Prince, Jazz Prince to take a little bit more involvement in this. This is entertainers slain on their soil at their party, and I would expect to hear a little bit more, not just moving on with life. Anybody could say people die every day, but not someone like Takeoff that's very innocent. The industry stopped for maybe a day or two. I think the pressure should still stay on. People should still talk about this every day, even though you don't want to hear about it every day, until there's justice. Because this is clear cut. Nobody's wearing masks. There's cameras. There's there's cameras from the bowling alley. This is pretty clear cut, man. They can figure out what happened. I don't understand what's going on with the police department. And I think there should be a lot of questions, and they should really be forced to answer what is going on. Because as fans, we are just lost. As people, we're lost. To know that someone can just lose their life in a public setting like that, nobody says anything, there's no justice, no arrests, no suspects. They made it clear Little Cam's not a suspect. I don't know, man. It's horrible. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one.